Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Hayes Reed of Gemini Moon Astrology. So here we talk about astrology, we talk about tarot, spirituality, and all things that really help to shape and divine our reality on a subconscious level. We bring the things that are hidden, we bring it into the light, and we decipher it, we talk about it, and we divine it, okay? So I'm an intuitive tarot reader, psychic, and a student of astrology. So this video is going to be about Saturn retrograde. So Saturn retrograde. So whenever a planet goes retrograde, we have the opportunity to go inward and to do kind of a cleanup or a review or a restructuring of a certain area or a certain area of life, a certain function of our reality kind of starts to get tampered with and reconstructed. And I definitely see this. This definitely plays out with Saturn being the author of our lives, the author of our material reality, the planet that helps us to manifest and build success in this life by putting us through tests and trials and fears and limitations, and by giving us authority figures and traditions to kind of lead off of, right? So Saturn is going to be helping to unmask and uncovering a lot of things. So Saturn has been transiting alongside Pluto, Capricorn, and Capricorn is Saturn's home. You know, Saturn rules Capricorn, so Saturn is at home there, and Saturn is stomping around, making sure that things are going up to par, and whatever is not working, Saturn is chin checking and restraining and causing disruption, you know, in order for a change to be made, you know. So Saturn is the hard taskmaster. Saturn is the teacher, you know, the principal, the guardian, and Saturn doesn't play. You know, Saturn really is kind of, I look at, like I said, the author of our lives. You know, Saturn makes sure that we're building and that we're actually leaving something behind. What are we leaving behind with the time? You know, you can be all about spirituality and meditation and prayer. All that is great. You need that, you know, but ultimately, what are we manifesting? What are we living? What is the blueprint we're leaving behind? You know, so that's what Saturn, that's how Saturn functions. So I'm going to go ahead right now and, you know, just kind of intuitively get into this energy for Saturn retrograde. Saturn is going to go retrograde on the 24th. Is that Saturn? No, that's going to be Pluto. Pluto goes retrograde on the 24th. Saturn goes retrograde on the 29th. Oh, wow. Beautiful. So I got two cards came out now. I got Three of Wands and I got the Father of Swords. Three of Wands and Father of Swords. We're talking about Saturn retrograde. So Saturn, you know, also the Lord and law of karma, time, cycles, contracts. So what I'm feeling for that is that there's this very there's a matter, like there's a matter at hand. I'm feeling this energy of a matter. There's this matter at hand, or there's this cause, or there's this tribute, you know, there's this legacy, you know, there's this legacy right now. There's this very deep legacy, because the thing about it is, let me get deep into it. Let me get deep into it, because everybody feels like we're at the bare bone of our existence right now. Like, if you're a person and you're living day to day and you have any knowledge or concept of, like, you know, the social consciousness of the social zeitgeist right now, you're aware, or you should be aware, that we all are feeling like we're at the bare bone of our existence, like at the edge of existence. Like, just really even working to figure out what is life supposed to be from this, how we can really, really restructure and rebuild from a lot of the the destruction and the combustions that have been happening within society, just working to reshape, our world and our society, and how we manifest, and how we find now value within the workforce or our careers, or just even in politics, certain social statuses. We're working to reshape all of that. So Saturn being there with Pluto is really causing us to set intentions and be motivated based on, like, we're motivated right now to restructure and to disassemble from certain constructs right now. So we all feel like we're at the bare bone of our existence. It's been something if you're a human being living in the world, right? So with Three of Wands and Father of Swords for this retrograde, there's a feeling of this contract, this renegotiation. I feel like Saturn is going to open up a door, or is going to it's almost like Saturn is saying, step into my office and let's sit and really, let's talk about your future. Let's talk about your future here. Let's talk about your future here, and let's see what you have to offer. So with Three of Wands is talking about, I'm hearing the word be brave. That there's this feeling of being brave, wanting to really, really, really now let loose a cannon. Three of Wands can signify the fact that you have you're now ready, or you're planning for the future. You're planning for your future. And then I have the Father of Swords, which to me really, 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 really represents Aquarius energy. See, now I have Saturn in Aquarius, so every time I am doing a read and I am channeling Saturn energy, the Father of Swords comes up to represent my 11th house energy, or where my Saturn energy is. So I'm thinking, you guys, for this retrograde, there is rational thought. There's almost an assembly, like there's an assembly that we're going to attend. Like I feel like somebody is going to attend something, or attend a swearing in of something. There's almost like this move that's being made. This rededication almost feels like a rite of passage, some type of rites of passage, or I'm seeing like a school with like ribbons, you're getting a ribbon or something, you're getting a medal of honor or something. So people will be thinking about leaving certain jobs, certain careers, certain things that maybe they thought they were going to do for all their lives, but now they up and there's something else, they redirect. And then I have Ten of Swords, okay? Ten of Swords. So you could be putting an end to subconscious fears, unwanted thoughts, unhelpful situations that have kept you dragging, that have dragged you down, certain warfares. There's something here about warfare, and almost kind of wanting to move away from the battle, wanting to move away from those things that have been holding you down, certain thoughts from authority figures and rules and regulations that just don't fit with where you're going. This retrograde is going to really show us that it's time to leave a certain situation. It's time to plant new seeds somewhere else. And here, this is perfect timing, because planting new seeds, needing to grow somewhere else, because where you're at and your workspace and your home life, just in your day-to-day business, your livelihood, you're not able to grow. You're not able to grow with the people that you work with or that you serve. You're not able to grow, and you're needing to make a move. There's a big shift that is happening once this retrograde happens, April the 29th, Saturn retrograde. Saturn is saying it's time. It's time to hang that suit up, and it's time to go to like Abraham, go to the land away from your forefathers, and go plant in a new land which I will help you build. That's this type of energy. And then we have the Hangman reversed. This keeps coming out reversed. Hangman reversed. Yeah. Needing to see something. Needing to see something. You need to see some. I'm hearing in my head, you saw what you saw and you got what you got. I'm hearing that quote in my head, hear no evil, see no evil. And Six of Wands. Well, I'm going to say it like this. Some of you all are looking at promotion. Some of you all are looking at starting your own business and venturing off and just doing your own things. Some of you all are venturing on going on a trip that you know that you need to take for a long time. And there has been this, there's this almost like this clean slate that you're being given. Jupiter retrograde is going to wipe a lot of slates clean to be able to see new things and to be able to believe it. And Jupiter retrograde. See, I feel like retrogrades are my seasons. Like when planets and stuff are direct, that's when things for me are much more meticulous and cerebral. But when planets are in retrograde, that's when I can go forward. I don't think people really understand that about maybe me or just certain people. Like, yeah. But some of you, like I said, are looking at promotions, leaving, traveling, going abroad, taking a trip that you know that you're well deserved. It's for your mental state. It's for your career. It's for your life. It's for your practice. And then we have the Daughter of Wands, which is showing a new intent, leading to a new pursuit. Having your eyes on a new prize, a new thing, a new endeavor, a new venture. Like a moth to the flame, you have been pricked by something else. You've been inspired by something, and now you feel like you can talk about it. You feel like you can go after it. You feel like you can measure up after it. You can cast it. You can be it. There's something now that you feel like you can finally be. Some of you feel like you can finally be something and be free from a certain mental mind frame, a certain mental setup that has been holding you back and keeping you in fear. From not receiving and going after all that you want and are, and now you're getting the opportunity, you're gaining speed and you're gaining the insight and you're gaining the clarity to be able to do and be that thing. So this Saturn retrograde, but see, it's always retrograde. This is not just the Saturn retrograde that I'm channeling. We're talking about Jupiter, we're talking about Pluto and Saturn. All three heavy hitting planets that are all going retrograde in the same month. So, wow. And then we have 10 of Cups. So, 10 of Swords and 10 of Cups. It's for your sanity. It's for your humanity. It's for your global consciousness. It's for your expansion. It's for you. There is a move and a weight and a shake. There's some weight that you're shaking off. You're shaking it off. You're moving it, and you're finding fulfillment in the little things. You're finding fulfillment in the knowledge that you can and are everything that you've ever imagined or envisioned. And you're becoming more aware of your innate gifts, and you're able to now really move easily and move with more grace and have a better attitude about things. So we have the World here, and we have the Death card reversed. Just give me 1 second, you all. I'm just kind of tuning into this energy. Some of you all are going to be forced to show what you know with the death card reversed. Death card reversed. Death card reversed. And it's almost like I remember when I said at the beginning of the video, I was like, we all feel like we're at the bare bone of our existence. It's almost like being skinned alive and being burnt alive and being left to bake. Okay, you guys. There is a true like unmasking or an unveiling or a perception. There's this the world is releasing you from a certain cycle, a death cycle, a certain excruciating alchemical process. And this definitely, I know I'm talking to myself probably more so than anybody. I don't know who all can relate to it, but I'm an alchemist, and what I do is I utilize the elements to recreate my DNA structure so that I can become a more evolved human being. And so I've been through this process where I've been learning, and I'm really feeling like this retrograde in my 10th house, on top of my Neptune and on top of my my Uranus, is going to help to really unmask me and help me to really put forth and show and prove my new powers and my new skills and ability. So it's really about bringing things level, head to heart, you know, connecting head to heart. The death card reversed. The death card reversed. It's usually about a finished process. Like I'm feeling the energy of a finished process. Scorpio. Scorpio. Four of Pentacles reversed. I'm not sharing. I'm here in my head. I'm not sharing with anybody. I'm holding on to this secret as long as I can. There's a secret here, you guys. Some things are being revealed. So you all, you know, you guys talk to me. I'm really working to really gauge, I guess, my audience. You could say the people that, you know, I tag these videos up, and so I know there's a lot of people probably around the world, you know, for the people that do watch it, you know, that connect with it and like the video. But, you know, if you have a YouTube page, you know, go ahead and subscribe, and, you know, let's continue to do some conscious building. I'm looking to create more of a chain of network with, you know, my conscious people. I guess we can call them my empaths, my light workers, my magicians, my witches, my wizards, my alchemists, you know, my sensitives, my clairs, my clairvoyants. So let's connect. Let's connect. I'm putting it out there. Let's connect. I am a light worker, an empath, a sensitive, a psychic, clairvoyant, and, you know, I read hearts. So let's connect heart to heart. And as I said that, two more cards came on out. Five of Wands and Daughter of Cups. So with Five of Wands and the Daughter of Cups coming out together, it almost feels like there's a fight to be clear, or there's a scattered emotions or scattered feelings, or wanting to find a space from the battle. Again, I'm feeling again this energy of wanting to find solace or asylum away from wherever it seems unclear, messy, and disjointed and misaligned. So we have two tens, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, and 10 of Swords, excuse me. And we have the Five of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. So definitely wanting to put an end to certain things, to want to see certain things, let free from certain things, certain stuff that has just been trying us or pushing us to change. See, what Saturn has been pushing us to do is push us to change. Like Saturn has been pushing us to change. And to really act on our faith and really act on what we know and what we feel. So that's what Saturn is coming to do, is to show us that you can do that. If some of you are feeling like you want to move and like you want to go away and get some kind of clarity and some artistic expression, you feel like it's for you, it's for your health, it's for your peace, it's for your sanity, it's for your life, you should do that, and don't feel obligated to anything or anybody to do anything. To do anything that you don't want to do. Do what you know is right. And I feel like this retrograde is really going to help show us where we can now plant seeds of faith, where we can plant seeds that are not predicated on somebody else's blueprint, or living on terms where people are working to really, really, truly suppress us, and they're trying to make it seem like they're for us. There's a lot of that energy in this. And so with this retrograde, just be conscious of that. Be conscious of that. That is something we're all going through, is to really free ourselves from authority figures in our family, in our job, in our schools, within our alliances. We're working to combat all that. So there is a sense of combativeness in order to be free. Confronting something, confronting a certain habit, confronting a certain pattern, confronting a certain group. All that is being confronted, so that space can be made and land can be made available, for you to plant new seeds. So, very good stuff. Thank you all for tuning in to this. Thank you for sharing, subscribing, and I'll see you guys next time. And yeah, thank you.